Good morning. It's Tuesday, May 12th, 2020. So today we're going to be looking at describing objects by attribute. And what that basically means is we're going to be looking at objects and figure out what tools we can use to measure by. And so we're going to start on section 14.4. There's our friend Marta. Now she has two tubs. And you'll notice in this one she has a measuring cup. So what do we usually use a measuring cup for? We can measure liquid, right? You can measure beans. So those are the types of objects we would use a measuring cup to measure with. Here we have unifix cubes. And with unifix cubes, we are measuring the length or the height of something with unifix cubes. And so Marta wants you to draw something you could measure using a measuring cup. So you might draw water. You might draw rice, something that you could pour into a measuring cup and measure. And then she wants you to draw something that you would use unifix cubes to measure with. So that would be something either tall this way or wide that way. So something that you would measure height or width with, how wide or long it is. All right, then you're going to turn over here, and I just want to show you how Marta's doing this. Let's do this one together. So Marta has a bottle of water. She has the three tools we've looked at, and she's going to figure out how she can measure the bottle of water using those three tools. So the three tools, she has her unifix cubes there, she has her scale there, and she has her cup. Remember, the unifix cube would be to measure the width or the height. The weight would be how heavy it is, right? And then the cup would be the capacity, how much it can hold. So you'll see right here, she stands her unifix cubes up to measure how tall her bottle of water is. So she's measuring height here. Here she puts it on the scale, and she put a ball in there to compare which one was heavier. And you'll notice the bottle of water is heavier because it's going down. It sits down. This one's up and that one's down. So she used it to measure how heavy it was. And here she could pour the water in to figure out how much liquid she has in there. So she could figure the capacity of that. All right, so down here, here's your sample. You have a pencil. And we want to look here and see what kind of things can we use to measure a pencil. Could we use unifix cubes? Yeah, because we could decide how long the pencil is using unifix cubes. It would measure the length. What about the scale? Could we use that? Sure. We could use the scale to compare the weight of the pencil to something. So we could use that for measurement. What about the measuring cup? Can we pour the pencil into the measuring cup? No. So we would circle unifix cubes and the scale as our two tools that we can use to measure a pencil. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking at some objects along here and looking at the three tools that we could use to measure it and see if that is a tool that you could use with each object. So you're going to be doing section 14.4 today. Do your math, and I'll see you tomorrow.